MB, we have 27 products across 4 product categories. We have bucket crushers, which is of course used to crush materials. We have screening buckets, which is used to screen material out once the crushing is done. We have grapples and we have drum cutters, which is the latest product category that we have. Today here, as you can see, this is the BF120. It's the model that's applicable on 30-ton class excavators. We also have the S18, which is for 20 to 30-ton class excavators. The MB50 that you see over there on the right, that's our smallest bucket crusher, and that's used for 3.5 ton and above. And we also have, again, the smallest of our screening buckets, which is the S10, which is used for 3.5 ton and above again. Well, it's been quite spectacular. Well, the 3 drum cutters that you see, the R900, the R800, and the R700, those were introduced in January of 2017. However, as you mentioned, the R500, which is a unique concept in the sense that it's a smaller drum cutter that's used for excavators up to 1.1 ton. And it was conceptualized with the idea for urban infrastructure, urban landscaping, where you have limitation on the spacing, so you can only go in there with mini excavators. So it's something that we feel that for applications such as pipeline and so forth, last mile to the home, it's a unique product, and we launched it on Monday, April 23rd, and we are getting a lot of interest. Of course, we're running a lot of promotional campaigns right now, and the orders have started coming in. We're very satisfied with it. Absolutely, yes. So we're very happy to say that compared to the last edition, there's been much more of a steady and continuous flow of people coming into the stands from Monday all the way to today, whereas usually we see a little bit of a drop after the 3rd day. I think that overall, if we take a look at it from a global point of view, the infrastructure sector, although there was a little bit of a crisis across sectors, 2016 was a little bit of a tough year, but we've seen 2017 pick up quite exponentially, and of course we are correlated to how the excavator and the loader market goes. And 2017 was a good year, both for, of course, the large multinational companies selling excavators, and as a function of that, our market also has been picked up quite a lot in 2017. Fortunately, India, if you've ever been there, we know that India is at the very beginning steps of its infrastructure development. So it has been relatively more insulated as compared to the crisis that probably has been hit in the global market. So in India, the growth of the construction equipment industry has maintained a compounded annual growth rate of 12 to 15% throughout the past 5 years. So it's been really a good market. The difficulty in India has, of course, been a little bit about introducing a new concept like ours, which is an attachment. Sometimes it's labeled as an attachment and people think an attachment has a limited capability, whereas ours, of course, tremendously increases the utility of the machine. Demolition and recycling is something, demolition, because of the modernization that India has to go through in the infrastructure, you first have to demolish the existing infrastructure to rebuild. So that's something that has been very big for the past 10 years. The recycling industry is something that has only recently been picking up because, of course, India is also now picking up in terms of environmental regulations. The government is now putting a lot of emphasis on reutilizing some of the debris or some of the demolition materials that you have, especially in urban areas. So we're starting to see cities like Delhi, which is starting to put actually laws in place whereby you have to use 20% of materials that you demolish in a particular site has to be reused for new construction. Absolutely. So we feel that we are certainly going to be increasing the depth of the drum cutter product category. Right now, the R900, which is our biggest machine, goes up to 35-ton class excavators. Mining and quarrying is one application area where we're getting a lot of interest. Today, we don't have yet one machine that can go into some of the larger 43 or 70-ton class excavators, but you can definitely look forward to something that's going to be coming out in that space very soon.